Hey there, it's Miriam with Engadget, and I'm here at the IDF, and we're here with the folks from Real VNC. Adam Byrne is going to show us some really cool VNC stuff. Now, VNC has been pretty big for a while, right, Adam? But a lot of people don't know that this is really unique. So can you tell us what's so unique about it?
Yeah, sure. So everyone knows VNC, right? It's a remote access protocol, so it lets you control one computer from another computer, either over a network or over the internet. That could be used for IT support, it could be used for remote working, all those kind of things.
And it's old, right? It's been around for a long time.
It's been around since the early 90s,
It's a standard, and best of all, it's completely platform agnostic, right? It's
platform agnostic. That's been our real big selling point.
Right.
So we've never focused on Microsoft. We do Linux, Mac,
how could it get better?
How can it get better? That's a leading question, right? We're here at IDF because we have a partnership with Intel. We've actually embedded the server portion of our software within the chipset of Intel vPro machines. So what that means is you don't actually have to run the server portion of the software on the desktop at all now. It's actually running in the hardware itself. Now, that kind of sounds kind of geeky and nerdy, but the reality of that is not only can you control your computer when it's switched on, and when it's in the operating system.
Which is kind of what we've seen done for years now.
Been doing that forever. We've taken it to a new level in that now you can control the machine even when it's powered off. You can remotely power it on. You can go into the BIOS. You can change BIOS settings. You can remotely reboot from a shared drive image from an ISO.
So you're going to show us this? So just to be clear, I'm just going to focus on this screen, but to show our listeners and readers, we have another machine here. This is the machine that's got the server in the BIOS. We're going to control this guy from over here.
Absolutely.
So of course the client you're running, just a standard VNC client, any client would do. You'd be on a Mac, it would work.
Exactly that. Exactly that. So this is VO Plus. We've got the IP address plumbed in already. So I'm going to go ahead and connect and put in my credentials right here. There we go. So the first thing you see, Intel have put some pretty stringent security controls on this, because obviously that's a big concern. So this is user consent. So the guy at the other end is going to have to read us this 6-digit code in order for me to gain access.
654693.
469. Oh, hang on a sec. 6544693. There we go.
And so we're in.
Absolutely. Let me just scale that down a bit so you can see that it's a separate window.
Up to this point, we're pretty much doing standard VNC stuff that everybody's ever always been doing with a bit of more security, right?
Exactly. Let me do something that will blow your mind. Firstly, on the remote machine here, I'm going to go in to the network properties, and I'm going to change the adapt settings. I'm going to disable the LAN connection. You'll see the wireless is already disabled. Both NICs are disabled, and I'm still controlling the machine. I can still get to my computer. I can look at everything, right? So there's no TCP/IP stack running on the OS right now. So that's pretty cool in itself. I'm going to show you something even cooler, and that I'm going to use this power control right here on the menu, and I'm going to reset. I've got this option to boot to the OS, but I can drop down and I can boot into the BIOS, which is one of our real differentiators.
Just to show, we just rebooting this guy right here. You see the monitor says no signal, and
slowly but surely.
In a second or two, the BIOS is actually there it came up, and it's actually up over here.
And it actually comes up on the VNC viewer first, because we're faster than analog displays.
That's right.
Come on down. So, and we can control this remotely. So
cool. So what if the thing that is really cool is that you could now potentially install an OS.
Absolutely. So
right?
you could configure.
The machine could be sitting there, powered off, plugged into the wall, plugged into an RJ45 live network connection with DHCP server.
You got it.
And you could be like, okay, I'm going to install Windows 8 or whatever on there. Boom.
Exactly that. So you can do that via network boot through the BIOS, or alternatively, we've got our own ISO mount disk image in here. So if you click the mount disk image button, you can then browse. I've got some boot images on the desktop here. I've got a really old Windows 98 boot disk. So
that'll be entertaining.
Nostalgia, huh? So I'm going to mount that.
So now, just to explain, the machine over here thinks it's got a local CD with Windows 98 installed.
Exactly that.
On it, with a nice over Windows 98, and it's about, and we're about to like try to install Windows 98 on this guy.
Yeah,
remotely.
So if I power this down and hit reset, I've now got this third option, which is boot to CD DVD.
Nice.
This is what I've just mounted, and I hit reset.
So there it goes. It goes crazy over here. La 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 la. Death and dismemberment. Oh, it's the ThinkPad.
Yeah.
And then we're going to try to boot into Windows. Of course, it's going to appear here sooner.
I think this might be
there it is.
There you go. So it's a startup menu, and I can, I don't know. This is an old boot disk, right?
So it boots us into a prompt.
Exactly.
And just to show, we have a prompt here.
Exactly.
Look at that. Well, listen, this is fantastic. I think we pretty much got the gist of it. So thanks for showing that to us, Adam.
It's a pleasure.
Thanks a man.
Pleasure.